Hello folks, Dr. Ghulam Buriro once again. I say once again because I've been talking to you for a lot of times. I work as an assistant professor at the Institute of English Language and Literature, University of Sindh, Jamshoro, Sindh, Pakistan. My dear friends in the audience today, we are going to talk about tapping or exploring the power of our own self. We'll today be talking about how really we can discover our own power, the power of our own self, the power of our own personality, the hidden talent and potential that lies within us, untapped, unexplored, unfound, and naturally then unutilized. In order to find our own power, I believe, we need to start with big questions. And what do I exactly mean by big questions? Big questions are who I am. As Socrates once said, the greatest wisdom is to know thyself. The greatest wisdom is to know ourselves. And how can we know ourselves? It's not that I don't know that I'm Ghulam Ali, that I'm son of Muhammad Bachal, that I'm Buriro by caste. Not these details. Knowing myself is much deeper. There are hundreds of layers upon it. Knowing myself is get to know what exactly is my purpose in this life. Why I have been sent down by divine powers, Almighty God, down on this face of earth. What exactly it is that should engage me. What it is that I must do. What it is that I must never do. What it is that I am obligated to deliver in this one span of life here on the face of earth. These deep questions. What is my direction? What is my internal factor? What I am cut out for? What should be my career? What should be my goal? What should be my vision? What should be my direction? What should be the purpose of my life? What exactly is the meaning of my life? Have I ever reflected upon, thought about these questions? If I've never thought about these questions, my dear friend, is it not that we are wasting a life, which is such a precious gift, unparalleled precious gift by Almighty God? So we may start thinking about these big questions. We should pose ourselves these questions and we try to seek answers to these questions. And once, I've always believed that we always have something to do here in this world. If we found our vocation, if we found our aptitude, if we get to know what exactly the tendency that I have in myself. Great European philosopher, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, says, and I quote, do what you desire, and desire what you can do. So finding that internal factor, what I'm cut out for, finding what is closest to my heart, finding my passion, that really counts. There's always a difference between a job and a mission, job and a purpose, job and a vision. I remember one of my friends, I will cite example, Dr. Muhammad Saleh Mehman. He is now running Al Ibrahim Charity Hospital in Karachi, benefiting thousands of people who are very poor. He was the first FRCS in Karachi, way back in 50s. And he qualified to be anywhere in the world. He was offered a job in Dubai, UAE, in its early days. But once he worked there for 8, 9, 10 years, he realized he was not doing what he should have been doing. He said, I'm earning it for myself. It's my job. It's my service. Where is my contribution? I do not belong to my people. I do not answer back to my earth. I do not go back to my masses. I do not look after people who I actually have come from, who share blood with me, who share gene with me, who share culture with me, who share land with me. So he decided to come back. And his boss in Dubai, UAE at that time, after him until he reached the airport and asked him, Dr. Mehman, You need to think once again, do you really want to, leave this job? Quit this job, which is getting you thousands of bucks, dirhams. He said, sir, dirhams are not something I need. My land is calling me back. My people are calling me back. I have a guilty conscience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed me so much of talent. I am the only ophthalmologist. I am the only eye specialist in these days. There are just a few more people like me. I need to go back to serve my people. I need to go to contribute to my people. So my goal can be to become a university teacher. That is my goal. But that is not the meaning of my life. If I can serve my people, if I only teach only because I'm getting salary, I'll be a poor teacher. If I'm helping out people who don't have chappals in their feet, who have wearing torn clothes, if I can be helpful to them, only then I'll see, yes, this is purpose of my life. This is my internal factor. This is the power of myself. The power of myself will not let me sleep. It will give me dreams. It will give me burning desires. It will give me mission. It will give me objective, which are much more. It will give me vision, which are much higher than goals and aims. My aim of life can be a musician, but not to earn money, but to offer this world the new ever symphonies and to inspire souls so that my music and my compositions could take on a form of a worship. That would be how I can find myself. And in order to find ourselves, we need to ask questions. And these questions are very, very important questions, my friends. We should ask ourselves, how I spend my day? What kind of people I move with? What kind of people I spend my time with? What kind of skills I possess? What kind of attitude I have? Do I have knowledge of my job, knowledge of my profession, knowledge of my field? Do I have the right kind of attitude? Do I have the skill sets that will survive me in 21st century and then 22nd century in this pandemic and post-pandemic world? Do I have those skills through which I can excel? I can outcompete all other people in this world. These are the questions I should be asking myself. I should ask myself a question. What skills I need for the upcoming centuries, for upcoming decades? I need to ask what dreams I have. If I don't have dreams, I have simply just nothing. I need to ask, do I possess a healthy lifestyle? I need to ask myself, is it that I get time out to look at the stars at night and enjoy the beautiful landscapes? Do I travel? Do I get out? Do I make other people happy? Do I make people around me in my life happy? Is it that what makes me happy? What it is that what makes me unhappy? What it is that through which I would succeed? What it is that is actually bringing me failure? What it is that frustrates me? What are my fears? How can I overcome these fears? How can I defeat these fears? How can I knock the fears down? How can I emerge triumphant? How can I make my way in this world? How can I walk my own path, not the path of anyone? How I need to be original. How can I be original in my life? How can I be authentic? How can I be trustworthy? How can I be praiseworthy? How can I be a source of inspiration, motivation, happiness, joy, success to thousands and thousands of other people who fall in contact with me? And in the end, the most important question would be that we need to ask in order to find our own selves, discover our own self is, do I love? How much I love? No matter what, let us learn not to stop loving, not to stop spreading love and hope. If we could ask ourselves these questions, and if we find answers to these questions, my dear friends, we are already half successful. I thank you very much for your love, for your affection, for your kindness, for your listening. I love you all.